we've had a lot of success with some of our industry tools in the past, the BH Select, the Performance View, but in the recent years we've developed a lot of new assessment traits and scales. We've done a lot of customized type assessments, and we've learned a lot of great things from the research. And so we want to leverage that and position it and package it in something that is specific for the restaurant industry, hence the name Restaurant Management Assessment. And so it's really taking our years of experience in the restaurant industry, but really more recently pinpointing what are the main drivers for success in that role, and taking that information to put it together. We actually looked at, we developed a lot of competency models over the past few years for restaurant managers as far as what are those groups of behaviors that define success for them. And what we did was we first looked at, okay, what are those performance areas we need to target? So do they manage performance well? Do they make good decisions and problem solve? And so we took those things that were in common, we kept on seeing across that. And then what we did is we took those assessment scales that have been predicting those competencies best to put that assessment together. And so with this, we really started with performance in mind first, and figuring out how can we best predict that. I think you're going to get more information, more descriptive information, more traits, some more insight into what you're measuring, and it's actually a shorter assessment. So you're going to save same time in the candidate time, which I know is becoming increasingly a bigger issue. Well, with this one, the BH Select provided some statements on the development report, which were based on how that person scored, based on the traits. With this one, not only do you get statements about what that looks like, what those behaviors look like, as far as how they did on the assessment, but they actually show on the development report, do they have too low, not enough of this trait, too much, in a rich graphical format that's going to really help for ongoing development. I would say, certainly with the BH Select, that's something we spearheaded with Applebee's, and we want to leverage that success. But I think that we have new and more improved tools, and as Applebee's evolves as a brand, the selection process and how you bring in talent needs to evolve as well. And so I think that a logical next step would be to bring in the RMA, and that's something that isn't something that should be taken lightly, as far as just taking it out and putting it in, but that's something that we're here to do, and we're happy to help them out. My favorite cartoon character, I would probably have to say I like Stewie from Family Guy. It's a little more of an adult character, but then thinking about my kids' recent cartoon movies, I like Woody from Toy Story. Yeah. Seems like a stand-up guy. So yeah.